So we were just thinking, I do get a lot of questions like what parts and what do you got to do to get a Supermoto set up right. So while we're out here looking at my bike that we just freshly put back together, I figured this would be a pretty good time to kind of go over a couple of the things that we would typically do. The biggest is obviously the wheels. So I've been riding these tubeless wheels. It's a 16.5 front and a 17 rear, 17x5 on the rear. And so yeah, and then I run the Metzler K1 tires on the front and sometimes a K2 on the rear, depending on if I need the tire to last or not. And then after the wheels, the next most important thing is probably the suspension, I'd say. So for me, right now I have Öhlins, but I'm not tied down to a brand. I'll run anything. This just happened to be what I had for this bike. So it's got Öhlins on it and it's set up. It's actually a little bit lower than the stock motocross stuff and quite a bit stiffer, I think. So that's another pretty important thing. And then I'd say a front brake. So for me, I run this Behringer. Thing is pretty good. It's got a lot of feel with the lever and pretty good stopping power, so you can kind of roll some stoppies into the corners and stuff like that, and your brakes don't fade. With the motocross brake, the brake tends to fade after like a lap or two, so you'll have no brakes. And then the last biggest thing that I would do is a slipper clutch. Just makes your life so much easier. This thing has a slipper clutch in it, but most motocross bikes don't come stock with them, so that's one thing that you kind of got to throw in there. Otherwise you got to get real good with your fingers slipping that thing. So that's pretty much it. And then, you know, the basic stuff, like normally, honestly, I don't even run like handguards or sliders anymore really, but I had just ordered these and they came in, so I was like, yeah, why not, we'll throw them on there. But you should probably get front axle sliders and rear axle sliders and probably peg sliders, because you will crash. It's just how it be. Everybody be falling down. So I got these pegs. Actually, there's another thing. I got these pegs instead of peg sliders. These are like a composite and it's like changeable. So if you crash or whatever, you don't have to get a whole new peg. You can just get the replaceable part. So pretty cool. I don't know. Yeah, that's about it. Go build a Supermoto and come ride and do a 96 Academy. Shit's sick.